Hello, good evening to all. Yesterday I discussed with you 20 questions of RPSC Economics Exam paper 2, and here is uh, a 13 question which I gave wrong answer yesterday by mistake. So its correct answer is the option first. Yes, let's see the explanation. The third term of q plus p power 5 is 10 q square p3. It will be the correct option, and here is given the 12 q square and p cube. The general term in the binomial expansion of q plus p power n is given by n k q n minus k p k. That is a general term. So if we put the value of the third term q plus p power 5 when k is equal to 3, then 5 3 q 5 minus 3 and multiply p cube. So 5 3 q square p3 is equal to 10 q square and p3. That will be the right answer. Sorry for the mistake. Now we will move further from the 21st question. So suppose the 21st question, suppose the demand function of a consumer is given by the equation p is equal to 80 minus q. If the price is 60, the consumer surplus will be what will be the consumer surplus. So there are two formulas of consumer surplus here. One is the integration of p into dq minus p into q, and the second one is the half of the base and height. So half of the base and base into height is the easiest and smallest formula to calculating the consumer surplus. So here is the these are the given information in the question. P is equal to 80 minus q, then we solve for the q 80 minus p, and if we put the value of p here 60, then we got q is equal to 20. So base is quantity demanded is 20, and height is the difference between the highest price consumers are willing to pay, and which is 80, and the actual price is 60. So height is difference between the highest price of the consumer are willing to pay and the actual price. So highest price is 80, and which is willing which is the consumer willing to pay, and the actual price is 60. So height will be the 20. So consumer surplus half of the base into height. So 20 is the height and 20 is the base, and 20 is the height. Base is the quantity demanded, and height is the difference between actual highest price consumer willing to pay and minus actual price. So it will be the 200. So answer will be the fourth one, 200. Next question is if average cost function is AC is equal to 25 minus 8x plus x square, then what output level AC is minimum. So to minimize the average cost, we should differentiate the average cost by with respect to x, and then we will put it equal to 0. So if we differentiate with respect to x, it will be the minus 8 plus 2x. 2 will be the here in multiply. So if we put it equal to the 0, then x value of x will be the 4. Then so the answer will be the 4. Demand function for good x is p is equal to 28 minus 5x, and total cost function is c. Total cost function is x square plus 4x. What is the profit maximizing output? So here we will calculate profit maximizing output. So demand function is given here, that p is equal to 28 minus 5x, and total cost function is here, tc is equal to x square plus 4x. So total revenue will be the p into q. P is the price and q is the quantity. So 28 into x, x is the quantity, minus 5 into 5x multiplied by x, then it will be the minus 5x square. So profit will be the total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue is the here total revenue we calculate 28x minus 5x square, minus total cost is the x square plus 4x, then 28x minus 5x square minus x square minus 4x, because here is the minus, so that here is the plus, so minus into plus is will be the minus. So profit will be the 24x minus 6x square. So if we maximize the profit, then we should differentiate the total profit with respect to x. So 24 minus 12x is equal to 0, and we will put it equal to 0, then value of x will be the 2. So answer will be the 2 here. Profit maximizing is the profit maximizing output is 2. So next question is the 24th question. Following statement about t distribution are given. T distribution given. So it is used when sample size is 30 or less. This is the simplest question, and second option is it was developed by Gosset. You all know very well that the both statement are true, but it is used when sample size is 40, it is or more, it is wrong, and it was developed by Fisher. It's also wrong because it is developed by Gosset. So answer will be the A and B, fourth. Now the 25th question. Chi-square test should not be applied if n is less than 5. The chi-square test typically requires a minimum expected frequency count in each cell to be valid. While different sources might suggest slightly different minimum counts, a common rule of thumb is that the chi-square test should not be used if any expected frequency is less than 5. So it is a common thumb rule that the chi-square test should not be used in any expected frequencies less than 5. So answer will be the 5. Now the next question, 26. The production function is given as q is equal to 18x x1 power 0.2 and x2 0.1 and x3 0.7, where q is output and x1 is land and x2 is labor and x3 is capital. If total output is 9 crore and inputs are paid according to their marginal productivity, then share of land will be. So here we should calculate share of land. So q is equal to output is given here the equation, and total output is 9 crore. So share of land in total output is exponent of x1. Exponent of x1 is 0.2. So share of land will be the 0.2 into 9 crore equal to the 1.8 crore. So answer will be the 1.8 crore. Now the 37th question. For the function z, sorry for 37th question, it is not so I am unable to solve this question. So if anyone know about the answer of this question, so make it in comment box. I think according to my guess it should be the correct answer, but I am not sure about this. So now we should move about the 28th question. What will be the value of integration of ln x dx? So it should be equal the answer second option. There is a little bit explanation. Integral of natural log of x formula is integration of log x into dx is equal to x log x minus 1 plus c constant, and or it was for simple log, and it's for natural log. Integration of ln x dx is equal to x multiply ln natural log x minus 1 plus constant. So this is the answer for 28th question. Now the 29th question: if ab is equal to 20 and a beta is equal to 30 and alpha beta is equal to 10 and alpha is equal to 50, then the value of n will be it is question from the probability. To find n, we need to determine the relationship between these given values and n. If the n represents some or another combine the measure involving the given values, we need to establish the correct formula. N is equal to ab plus a beta plus alpha beta plus alpha. So putting the value of ab is 20 and a beta is equal to 30 and alpha beta is equal to 10 and alpha is 10. So according to me it will be the answer 110. C will be the correct answer. Now the 30th question: who is originator of the duality theorem used in linear programming? So the originator of the duality theorem used in linear programming is George B. Dantzig. The duality theorem is a fundamental concept in linear programming. Duality theorem is a fundamental concept in linear programming that establishes a strong relationship between the primal and dual problems, allowing optimization problems to be solved from different perspectives. So it was about 30th question. George B. Dantzig was the originator of this duality theorem used in linear programming. So next question will be the 31. There is a matrix given. It is also the simplest one. Here is the determinant solved. We multiply the 3 into 1 and minus the 4 into minus 6. So it will be the 27 answer will be the there. So 4 with the 27 will be the answer, correct answer. If next question is: if total function is equal to total cost function is equal to 10 plus 15q minus 6q square plus q cube, then marginal cost will be. So it's also a simple one. Total cost is given here, and we will differentiate it with respect to q, then it we can get the marginal cost. So 10 will be the removed here because there is no q in this quantity in this with this term. So 15 will be here, and minus 6 into 2 12q and plus 3 into q square. It will be the marginal cost. So answer will be the fourth one. Now the next question 33: if all dominated strategies are removed from a payoff matrix, if all dominated in the game theory, when all dominated strategies are removed from a payoff matrix, the solution of the game still remains in the payoff matrix. This removal process helps simplifying the game by eliminating strategies that are clearly inferior in all situations. So the answer will be the second one. Now the 34th question: the trace of following matrix. So trace it's also simple. The trace of matrix is the sum of its main diagonal elements. Main diagonal elements are those minus 1, 0, 0 and 1. So if we solve this one, it will give us 0 answer. So second option will be the correct answer. Now the 35th question: following steps of linear programming model are given. I am not sure also about this 35th question. According to me, there should it should be the third answer, but I am not sure about it. So next question is the what is the property of a club good? So firstly we should know about the club good. Club good is one that is excludable but non-rivalers. This means access can be restricted to paying customers, but one person's use does not reduce availability to the others. So answer will be the excludability. Second answer is the correct answer of this question. Now the 37th question. What is the name of good that can only benefit those within a given geographical area and may be non-rivalrous within that area, or it may be partially rivals? It can be the two answers, merit good and the local good, but the most probably the local good will be the correct answer. Here is the explanation. Club goods are characterized by using excludable only those who are part of the club or with a specific geographical area can benefit from other than, and non-rivalers up to a point. One person's use does not significantly reduce availability to others, at least until a certain capacity is reached. And the local public goods are similar but are specifically tied to benefits that accrue to a specific geographic area. These goods may be non-rivals or partially rivals within that area. So example of local goods are like local parks, neighborhood security, or community swimming pool. So it should be the fourth answer. I think fourth option, local public good, with the more appropriate answer. Now the next question, 38. If utility function of a consumer is u is equal to u is equal to x alpha y minus into y minus alpha, so what will be the marginal rate of substitution of xy? So marginal rate of substitution is equal to marginal utility of x divided by marginal utility of y. So it is a complementary goods utility function. That's why that's why there should be the partial derivative of partial derivative of total utility with respect to x. It will be the x alpha minus 1 y into y 1 minus alpha, and marginal utility of y is equal to 1 minus alpha x alpha y 1 minus alpha minus 1. So minus 1 and plus 1 will be the cancel out, and the power remains y minus alpha power will be the remain. So marginal utility of xy is equal to alpha x alpha minus 1 y 1 minus alpha divided by 1 minus alpha x alpha and y minus alpha. So if we solve it, it will give us alpha y divided by 1 minus alpha into x, and it is the third option will be the right answer of this question. Now the next 39th question, given the demand function q is equal to 25 minus 4p plus p square, where p and q are price and quantity respectively, what is the price elasticity of demand when price of quantity is 5? So q is quantity demanded is given here equation, and we put the value of price here 5 and 5 square as given in the equation p square. So it will be the 30. If we solve it, then we differentiate it this equation with respect to p. So it gives us minus 4 plus 2p, and if we put the value of p price, then it will give us 6. So price elasticity of demand is equal to dq upon dp, change in quantity divided by change in price into p by q. So change in quantity divided by change in price is equal to 6. So we put the value, and 6 into 5 by 30. So it will give the 1 answer. So plus 1 will be the right option here for price elasticity of demand, because minus sign we ignore. Now the 40th question, according to Weismann-Peacock hypothesis, public expenditure increases in jerks and step-like manner. Here's the little bit explanation. Weismann-Peacock concentrated on the pattern of public spending and came to the conclusion that public spending increases in jerks or step-like fashion rather than smoothly or and continuously. So the answer second is the correct answer of this. Option second is the correct answer of this question. Now the 41st question. Consider the following statement about Niskanen model. It's the new concept about because it haven't seen by me any other exams, so it's new for me. According to Niskanen, bureaucrats aim to maximize their agency's budget because it provides them with power, job security, higher salary, and other benefits. This indicates that public servants have substantive private interest which can influence their actions and decisions. So first option is right, because public servants have substantive private interest, which is job security, power, and higher salary. And the next statement is government is likely to oversupply public services. Niskanen argues that because bureaucrats aims to maximize their budget, they will push for more funding and resources than the socially optimal. This results in the oversupply of public services as bureaucrats seek to expand their agencies and the scope of their influence. So both the statements are correct here, and the second option will be the right answer. Both A and B are the correct. Now the 42nd question, which of the following is not an example of merit good? So firstly we should know about the merit good. A merit good is a good that is deemed beneficial for individuals and society. Often underconsumed if left to the private market, and thus typically provided or subsidized by the government. Example: health services, welfare services, and education are the example of merit goods. But recreational drugs is the answer here, because it's not a merit good. So recreational drugs are not considered merit good. Recreational drugs often have negative health impacts and are typically regulated or restricted by the government to prevent overconsumption. So third option will be the right answer here. And now the next question: the expenditures related with the wartime plan or post-war social policy, especially the beverage plan. The bunching of such expenditure in a short period may be called displacement effect will be the right answer here. Here is a little bit explanation. Displacement effect refers to the phenomenon where public spending increases significantly after a period of restraint, such as during wartime. During the wartime, resources are diverted to military efforts, leading to postponed or suppressed social expenditures. Once the war is over, there is a surge in public expenditure to address the accumulated needs, resulting in a displacement of the previous lower level of the expenditure. So, here is the displacement effect will be the right answer here. Now, the next question: which one of the following is correct? So it's also a simple question. The impact and incidence of direct tax falls upon the same person, because if we take the example of income tax, it should be the incidence and impact on the same person. So this is the correct answer here. The impact and incidence of indirect tax falls upon the same person. It's wrong, and none of these are also wrong. And the impact and incidence of direct tax falls on the different person. It's also wrong. So now the next question: Adam Smith prescribed the following canon of taxation. So, and Adam Smith gives the four type of canons of taxation. First one is the canon of equality. Taxes should be proportional to the taxpayer's ability to pay, meaning those with higher income should pay more. Second is the canon of certainty. The amount, time, and method of tax payment should be clear and certain, not arbitrary. Third is the canon of convenience. taxes should be collected in a way that is convenient for the taxpayer. And fourth is the canon of economy. The cost of collecting the tax should be low, that most of the revenue goes to the government. So here is canon of equality, canon of certainty, and canon of economy. Three options are correct, and canon of productivity is not given by the Adam Smith. Now the next question, consider the following statement with regards to Leviathan hypothesis. So two statements are here. Bureaucrats and government try to minimize the size of public sector. It's wrong. They don't. We already discussed like this question. They should maximize the size of public sector, not minimize. And the second is the voter can trust the government to spend their tax efficiently. No, not always. Voter here is the little bit explanation. Voters cannot always trust the government to spend tax efficiently. So both statements are the wrong. Third option will be the right answer here. Now the next question, who developed public choice theory? So it's also the basic and simple question. James Buchanan and Gordon Tullock developed the public choice theory. Public choice theory developed by James Buchanan and Gordon Tullock applies economic principles to political decision making. It emphasizes self-interest, incentives, and potential inefficiencies in government actions. Buchanan highlighted the role of institutional constraint, while the Tullock focused on the rent-seeking behavior and its impact on public policy outcomes. So the second option is the right answer. The next question is, which of the following is not a known tax revenue? So there is two not and known. So not is cancelled by known. So it will be the which of the following is the tax revenue of the government? So custom duty is the tax revenue. All three options are like, so profit on investment made by central government is not a tax revenue, and fee for services rendered by government is not tax revenue, and interest received are also not a tax revenue. So custom duty is the right answer here. Now the next question, which of the following statement is incorrect? So tax evasion is an offense and is punishable. It is right. Smuggling is also a sort of tax evasion. No, it's wrong. Here is the explanation a little bit. Because smuggling, although related to tax evasion in some cases, such as avoiding custom duties, is not synonymous with tax evasion. Smuggling involves the illegal transportation of goods across borders, while tax evasion specifically refers to illegal avoiding paying tax out to the government. So second is will be the right answer. In tax evasion, the burden of tax is shifted through the vehicle of price. It's correct statement. And tax evasion is illegal. It's also correct. So second will be the right answer. Now the next question, a tax levied at 10% on first 1000 of income and 15% on the next 2000 and 25% on the next 3000, then the tax is said to be, it will be the progressive tax. This structure means that as income increases, the tax rate also increases, which is characteristics of a progressive tax system. So as income increases, tax will be the increase. It is the example of progressive tax, or we can say that this is the definition of progressive tax. So now we will discuss other three options given here. Digressive tax, tax rate increases at a decreasing rate with income. As income increases, tax rate will increase, but at a decreasing rate. It is the digressive tax. And regressive tax, higher income results in a lower effective tax rate. As our income increases, the tax will be the reduced. And the proportional tax, also known as a flat tax. This means that the tax rate remains constant across all income levels. As our income increases, our tax rate will be the same. Tax amount will be the will be increased, but the rate of tax will be the same in proportional tax though. So it is also known as flat tax. Now the next and the last question: buoyancy of an individual tax is defined as follows. A buoyancy of individual tax measures the responsiveness of tax revenue to changes in the tax base, such as income or consumption. It reflects how well tax revenue grows in response to economic growth without changing the tax rate. And here is the fourth answer will be the right here: proportionate change in tax revenue divided by proportionate change in the tax base. So fourth will be the right answer. That's all about today.